Oh, hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Sorry. Ah,
The
this will
look
turn
you
me
were
out.
giving, girl, I was like, are you good?
I cannot hide it, okay? For somebody who doesn't acknowledge when they're going through things, I sure as shit show it.
That's funny, dude. You were literally like, you're like,
Stop. I was so confused. I was confusion, all right?
I was confusion.
I was
Okay. So
confusion.
I'm using my Hokey Pokey deck. I feel like it was
Yeah,
so appropriate. So yeah.
very appropriate. Yay.
Now I just
I
have
have my
that song
labyrinth
in
deck.
my head and I don't know how I feel about that.
What song?
Fuck.
Oh, our God is an awesome God. Yeah, I have it in my head too. I was
Sorry about it.
so when you said I have that song stuck in my head, I was like, oh, is it the one that I have in my head right now? Definitely. No, I am.
I
What are we
know.
gonna be reading about today? Are we gonna be reading each other?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Yay!
Yay. Because I think there was a lot that we looked into for each other yesterday, like a lot of advice that
Mm-hmm.
they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and now that you and I have had time to really soak in that advice, I kind of want to hear what they have to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, um, I'm going to use a bunch of different decks. Well, technically not. I'm going to use the Hocus Pocus Tarot deck and then Cosmic Guidance Oracle and then the Wisdom for Everyday Witch.
Sweet.
We have a theme.
Um,
It's witchy.
yes. So I usually I've been using the same three Oracle decks. I feel like they give a good amount of guidance. I may just do the angels and ancestors and the gods, goddesses and guardians. Sorry.
The guard
That was hard.
person.
That was hard for me. Um, just because I feel like the ancients give the best advice. No offense to the animals, but the
Mhm.
ancients give really good advice when it comes
Agreed.
to moving forward.
The animal spirit, I feel like, is more so like what energy are you being called to embody?
Yep,
Like
the here
that's
and now.
yeah.
The here and now. Cool. All
Anyway,
right.
who's the first sacrifice, me or you?
Will you read me, please?
Mhm,
Thank
mhm,
you. I would
mhm.
like so read me, girl. Read me for Phil.
I will, I will. Okay, don't you worry, I will
Let's
be
do
back. All right. Fucks up with Maria, what she needs to know.
what do I need to know?
They keep showing me the electric slide, which is interesting.
I was gonna say, I think they want me to move my body more because like last night me and AJ were dancing. I showed him Rock Lobster and then I was washing dishes and busted a move to various songs. Sorry,
Okay, so your
I
homework is to do the electric slide, apparently.
move my
Um,
body.
yes. So you got, interestingly enough, you got the Queen and the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the
Okay.
Knight of Wands.
Okay.
So, an underlying energy here is the Seven of Pentacles. So, right now, they're really asking you to take your financial movements like off the table. They're just like, girl, don't even worry about it. We get it done. Now, with the Knight of Wands, it's like learn as you go, be present and playful as you go. Like I always see the Knight of Wands is like when you look at the Rider Waves illustration of it, it's like
Mhm.
some fat pudgy little horse and some dude in some clunky armor with a wand. So to
Mhm.
me, it's just like throwing out a goober into the battle. So it's like
Yeah.
you're you're gonna learn as you go, but it's a little clunky and funny and weird, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, ooh, the lovers in the world in reverse. and then the Four of Swords. So right now, the big vibe that I'm getting is that you planted all the seeds that are necessary, and now that you are in this space of allowing yourself to learn as you go, you're being invited to just like enjoy your love life, enjoy the harmony that already exists in your life, and be restful. So kind of it makes sense to what your mom was saying about like, don't work so hard, don't push yourself
Yeah.
so much.
Good, good.
Oh, the sun.
Aw,
Yay.
yay! I love the sun.
And I told you the sun will come out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I believe it.
And then the Three of Pentacles and the Judgment in reverse. So
Mm-hmm.
I just really see this as you being told to be in the forefront of your life, be present in your life, be playful, and don't take things too seriously. It's like you've already done the hard work. The last 3 months of trudging and figuring yourself out, you're on the other side of it now. So
Mm-hmm.
allow yourself to just the work that your guides have put in, the work that you have put in, that's all being finalized, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I
now
feel like I went through a crash course of like shadow work, and I was like, I'm kind of glad that I wasn't working because I don't think I could have functioned at work. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
really
Like
agreed.
fucking doing all this soul searching and shit,
Agreed.
and learning more about myself and all that good stuff. Anyway,
Mhm.
continue if you have more. Yes.
And you, Libra rising with the Libra season and Libra new moon that just happened, and then your
Oh
Virgo
yeah.
sun and Virgo season just happened. So this whole time has been just magnified onto you. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
You on
It's
11.
funny that you bring that up. Yeah, it's funny that you bring that up because so like I recently learned about like your chart ruler and like how we're all dressing like our Venus sign, right? Well, if you live by your chart ruler, it will literally change your fucking life. I swear to God. Because I'm a Libra, right? And
Mhm.
Venus is the ruler of my chart, but I'm also there's so much. There's like six. I don't know how many planets. Actually, no. There's like three planets in Libra, but there's like just so much Libra in my chart, and I constantly try to look for the balance. And that's what I've been doing is just trying to balance shit out, like trying to fix my equilibrium so I can like literally go out into the matrix because that shit makes you fucking dizzy when you go into it, and sometimes you get lost, man. You don't know which way's up, and you're just like especially for me because I'm a creature of habit. You just get lost in the rat race. You know what I mean? And you're just like, oh,
Totally.
I guess this is my life now.
So
You know
here
what
we
I mean?
go. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep. So I pulled three more cards for you,
Oh,
and I love it. It's the High Priestess transformation or the Death card, and then the Eight of Swords in reverse. So
nice.
this is kind of just like the cherry on top to this Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Saying you truly are allowing yourself to be so deeply present in your intuition and allowing it to guide you into this transformative place in your life where you are recognizing that you've been in these patterns that have kept you really
Mm-hmm.
stuck and kept you really small, and you are releasing yourself from that. You're just like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, hermit in reverse, girl. You are getting out of your comfort zone and finding it to be your comfort zone now. It just feels like I thought I was cool over here. I thought I was chill over here. But now I just realized that that was just me sitting in familiarity. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
comforting. It wasn't supportive. It wasn't anything. It was just familiar. But now
Mm-hmm.
you're really going into this next part of your life with this very conscious, um, in like enlightenment moving forward. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Right.
Also, side note, I love that the high priestess is Sarah, and that's who you were.
That's true. That's true. Do
Then,
love me some
yeah.
Sarah. Hi, Billy. Oh.
Yeah, the Four of Cups and the Ten of Swords too. Ultimately, I just feel like this is just validation and reassurance from your guides saying that like now you're not so um to me it just feels like before they were screaming in your face and you're just like, I don't know. I don't think I hear you clearly. Like, I'm just not, and now you're in this place.
No, it was like this. Okay, I hear you. Well, let's just try this for a while. Like, that's literally what it was. You know what I mean? Like, I got it.
Yeah,
Totally got it, queen.
but we're done with that.
Yeah.
10 of Swords, baby. We're done with that.
Nah, no, I'm definitely more intuition led. I'm symbolically living my life. You know what I mean? And just kind of living
Like, let's go.
my life through what I represent. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like I said that wrong, but whatever.
I get it. I get it. So I just want to see what advice they have for you. For this weekend, what should you do? What's some self-care for the witch this weekend?
Give some lyrics. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Keep it in. You keep it in.
Lately.
You keep that shit in the podcast.
Good. Strength and resilience, my dude. Strength and resilience. So I haven't worked with this deck in a while, so I'm gonna have to read it to you.
Okay.
Also, this is, I'm hoping, air, because the way that this book is designed, okay, no, it's not. The way that this book is designed is they have it separated by elements, but like this looks like it would be an air element and it's not. So I'm just, where is it? Oh, okay. It's apparently earth. Yeah, strength. Makes sense. Okay. 31. 31. Okay, strength means different things at different points of our lives. Sometimes it means having the physical strength to run marathons, climb mountains, or dance until the wee hours of the morning. Doing that electric slide, baby. Sometimes it means having the emotional strength to triumph over adversity. We can't all be Superman and leap tall buildings in a single bound, but we can be strong in the ways that are important. Sometimes strength is less about muscles and more about will. Do something that challenges you, something that calls you on just a little more strength. Something that calls on just a little more strength than you think you have. Walk a little farther than usual. Stand up to a bully. Give up in addiction. Be strong. You can do it. This card is telling you one of two things, or maybe both. If you wanted to know if you should or could do something, the answer is yes, go for it. You have the strength and ability to succeed. If you just pulled a card for general information or inspiration, then this card is telling you that you are stronger than you think. Take heart. Do a simple spell for strength and courage. Light an orange, white, or brown candle. Focus on what strength, excuse me, focus on what strength means to you and pull on the strength of the earth below. Visualize yourself growing strong roots and a trunk like a mighty tree. Feel your limbs stretch out up towards the sky and say, Earth, lend me your strengths so that I am strong like the oak, able to stand against the storms of life. Boom, baby. And one last.
When you were reading that, I was like picturing like, you know, when you're like at the beach and the waves are like really strong and you just kind of moving will just make you too tired, so you just sort of like
go with
brace yourself.
Oh yeah,
brace yourself. Yeah, like that kind of a thing. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. You just dig your little toesies into the
dig your toes in, and otherwise you fucking tire yourself out, and then you can lay on your back and just go with it.
Dig it in.
Take it in.
Whoa, you know how I was saying the masculine energy and thinking logically and taking action from that space? We're the saying logic. So head, logic and evaluation. You got to get some head, you got to give some head. Am I right?
I heard something about how Rosh Hashanah means head, and Rosh means head, and like Hashanah means I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry, I'm butchering this. I'm not Jewish. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
all
only
good. I
genetically
am,
Jewish.
and I don't know. So,
Okay, all right. I, anyways, like
okay.
get your head right.
So it says if the card came up to answer a specific question, I know there's a lot more here, but I read a lot before.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Okay.
says if this card came up as an answer to a specific question, approach your current situation logically, weigh up the positives and negatives. If this card came up in a general reading, this message is that it is time to focus on your mind and thoughts rather than your emotions. So again, this is just confirmation on the decisions that you
Divine
make.
masculine.
Mhm.
Divine masculine.
So your affirmation, I am in touch with my logical mind in order to make the best choice.
All right.
Boom, baby.
Read it. Boom, baby.
I
Love
love
it.
that. This just feels like a gentle, like
Thank you.
pushing of the
Oh,
ass into the
yeah,
world.
yeah, yeah. Go grow up.
Yep. You're like, I
Yeah,
got you, baby, you got this. No.
yeah,
Shoot
exactly.
you. Shoot you.
Come on. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you. I moved the camera.
Why the camera?
All right, the camera. Let's find out what you guys have to say. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Ah. Yeah. Just shuffle it one more time. Now that you've decided to embark on this and opened up yourself to this journey, this part of your journey, this side quest, as I've been lovingly calling it.
Mm-hmm.
The guides want you to know, what the universe wants you to know, what spirit wants you to know, the ether.
I'm also a nosy bitch, so I wants to know.
Yeah, let's find out. What's next, man? What do we system all this? All right. I'm using the labyrinth deck. I don't know if I said that. I think I might have said that. 7. All right. So we have the 7 of Feathers, which is the 7 of Swords, but it's accompanied by the Hierophant, which is upright, and then the King of Pots, which is the King of Cups. He is reversed. So, as much as this may have seemed like a betrayal on your part of honoring that intuition, you know what I mean? And honoring everything that you've been through and like this effort to embody and be and bestow your gifts and your spirituality with others and stuff like that. Let's find out. I definitely feels like you're being, let's see, the 4 of Swords and it's reversed. You're being honest with yourself. It's time to let it just let it go, let it rest. Time to let that shit just slide. Water off a duck's back. You know what I mean? Kind of a thing. Let's see. What do we got? Page of Poles, which is the Page of Wands. And then we have the 4 of Pots reversed. And also the Page of Pots reversed. Which are cups, right? I know. This serves as like that lesson, kind of like what I'm going through with honoring the divine masculine, you know what I mean? And being able to not necessarily, it's that whole thinking with your logical mind kind of a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just having to be a little bit more logical about it. Maybe things are not playing out the way that you thought that they would. It doesn't negate the fact that you are still honoring your intuition. You know what I mean? Like you're still doing that. You just have to kind of have to. I keep hearing upend, uproot. Not that you're like uprooting everything, but you're kind of flipping shit on its ear. Like that's how it feels, you know what I mean? It's just like,
Mm,
okay, now we're trying out the other side. We've got the hermit reverse for you, man. So I think it's just
get it.
overall time for you to, huh?
I always see that
Get
as
out into the world.
fun.
Yeah, go out into the world. Go get your hands dirty. Oh wait, hold on a second here. Okay, we have three major arcana cards. One is reversed, and the first one reversed is the magician. But it's followed by the hanged man and the dancers. And overall, this just I love when your readings just end with major arcana cards because it's just like fuck the details. Here's is what you're gonna get out of this. Here's the real nitty gritty. The real nitty gritty is that this does not negate your skill as a spiritualist. That is the lesson here. You need to be able to trust that you can be adaptable in these situations to find the balance of the lovers, right?
Mhm.
So, um, you know, you as much as you need to embody the divine masculine energy and asking for what you want, what you deserve, and what you need to keep your business afloat, keep the lights on in your business. Um, fuck, what was I getting at? Fucking that you, as much as you need to embody that in your business, you also need to embody that within yourself and affirm to yourself that just because I have to get my hands dirty in this really muddy world of the matrix, like does not negate the fact that I am a master manifester, a transformer of my world and the world of other people. So that that I'm getting is just like that's kind of like the lesson here is just being able to interact with this world and still be a spiritualist and still
Mhm.
kind of keep your head afloat
In
in the
the
muddy water
world, but
because it's
not of
literally
it.
it's not, yeah, like it's crazy because it's like I say get your hands dirty, but you're not really getting your hands dirty, you're getting your whole body like full of mud, it feels like, you know what I mean?
I'm
and
taking a
and
hard
I think
bath.
this is personally, I think this is just me talking, not a download or anything, but I think it definitely will help serve the purpose of when you give help to your clients who are literally doing the same thing and like being able to teach them how to like really intentionally cleanse their energy at the end of the day or throughout the day, have something that they can do to reclaim any energy that's been taken from them
Mhm.
throughout the day, would be it by clients or people that they just interact with, you know what I mean? Or people that they interact with at their job, not even clients, you know what I mean? So I think that this is definitely going to serve that purpose as well, is like being able to speak with firsthand experience. Like this is how you achieve balance in this maddening world. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and this is how you maintain it, not just achieving it, like maintaining it too. Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna pull some oracle for you and find out what the angels and ancestors have to say.
That makes a lot of sense because I've always felt a little, I don't know, like in my life, it's not like I've had it easy, but at the same time, I've
Right.
always found my footing and I've always like acted from my heart space. And because of that, I've had really high highs and really low lows. But at this
Right.
where I'm at right now, I recognize my privilege. Um,
Mhm.
Not to diminish any of the like
Right.
work or effort or anything that I've put into getting to this place, but I recognize that sometimes it's hard for me to say things like, leave your job, go do the things that you want to do, da, 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 because not everybody has the financial savings that I had before this, or
Right.
uh, a supportive partner, or somebody that to help with watching their child. You know what I mean? Like I recognize
Right.
privileges that I have. So um yeah, kind of getting back into the matrix as myself and navigating that.
Mhm. It's funny that you bring that up because the card that popped out for you is the she wolf, and it says
Mhm.
unleash the wild within. And I say rewilding whenever I pull this card because you are um embodying the alpha female vibe, the alpha she wolf, if you will, like the head bitch in charge. Because what is a female dog? A bitch. So you are the head bitch in charge of your world. Just like you are the one navigating yourself through the matrix. So it's kind of like um it you're no longer going to adjust yourself to fit the world has to adjust itself to fit you. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Like, and if they don't like it, they can eat a dick. You know what I mean? That's what this energy is like you go after what you want and you pursue it despite the fact that you might be in an environment that is not so kind to you spiritually, physically. You know what I mean? Like you pull through. And then same with getting yourself out of situations and being smart about it and having like a head, because you are also the leader of the pack. You're the one that's pulling your family out, you know, and helping them to survive. You know what I mean? Um, I'm gonna flip over that deck just so I have the Hermit in reverse there. The Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. I think that these two together, it definitely speaks to um, a sentiment of showing the world who you are in your most authentic self. Like, you know what I mean? It's just
mhm.
the fact that you are going to be like, hopefully, I'm sure Alpha will, you know, give you a position at the room or at least open up like the back so that you can
Work
do
from
readings
there.
and stuff like that. Like that is also in itself really privileged that you are going to be interacting with people who are seeking this out. You know what I mean? It's just
Mhm,
like, but just regardless of that, it's still a 3D world that you're going to be like interacting with. You know what I mean? It's still
mhm.
this world that you'll be interacting with. So you're bringing like a vibe of the ether. The ether is like working through you. You know what I mean? If that makes any
Mhm.
sense. And so like you're just kind of bestowing the matrix with a little tiny taste of the spirit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
I casually, and I think this might just be the ADHD. I feel like I always need to touch things or keep my hands busy somehow. So while
mm,
you were reading, I was just like casually flipping cards.
mhm,
And this is like confirmation for what you were saying because like this came out, this change, new season of life. And then you said the last one was the star ancestor.
mhm.
So I got sun and stars and the
Yep,
star.
yep,
So
yep.
yeah, a lot of
What you're doing, yeah, what you're doing is everything that you're going through is part of this divine plan. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
And we all have free will, so you know, obviously it's not like everything is preordained, but like these checkpoints that you're getting to, they are just confirmation that you are on your path of becoming the spiritual teacher and the spiritual supreme that you are. I pulled another card for you, and it is the great teacher I learned from spiritual experiences. Ah, man, Jesus.
wow.
Jesus.
Oh,
Um,
it's an awesome
he,
timing.
exactly. But all of these, like I was saying earlier, all of these experiences that you're going through, you're meant to teach them. You're meant to share these experiences with people and exemplify what it is to interact with people when you are awakened and conscious and they are still sleepwalking. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm,
um, the overall energy, the bottom of the deck energy is the Shaolin Master, who I absolutely love. Be graceful in movement and action because every movement is has a, is a means to an end. Is like, you know, it has a purpose.
mhm,
Everything you're doing right now has a purpose. It's about living intentionally. You know what I mean? Which you already do, but really when it comes to um how you interact with the world and how you choose to react and how you choose to teach your child, like all of that is it's all got to be intentional, you know what I mean? Which I'm sure it is, but it's sometimes we catch ourselves slipping. Like I think that's
Totally.
one way to kind of give yourself like a little bit of a test as to whether or not you're like slipping back into the matrix, is to be like, am I being intentional with the things that I'm doing? And I know it sounds really silly sometimes, but like if you have to be intentional with even brushing your teeth, be intentional with, if you have to be intentional with just taking a shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, be intentional doing it. Get into
Mhm.
the habit of being intentional with everything that you do,
Mhm.
even taking a shit. I mean,
Mhm.
shit, that's got intention behind it. Damn it,
Mhm.
release,
I'm
release,
releasing, releasing
release,
the demons.
release, and release, release these demons. I'm gonna pull one of the goddesses, gods, and guardians just to give you some advice moving forward with how you
To
should
navigate through.
proceed. Yes. Well, how you should proceed for sure, for sure. And you know
Mhm.
what? I'm like, I think like, and this could just be me talking. It could be them talking, but in my opinion, I think it would be silly to not give you that opportunity. You know what I mean? To at least to have somebody who's knowledgeable be among your staff, and even if like you're fully staffed, to have somebody to at least have the foot traffic from a tarot reader, like,
Mhm. Mhm.
maybe that's just me.
I agree. That's what Cody was saying. He's like, maybe you need to sweeten the pot and like throw that little nug out there saying we can be mutually beneficial for one another.
Right. Absolutely. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and that's exercising your divine masculine energy for asking what you want and making it inevitable and just understanding like this is gonna happen for me, like no matter what. It
Mm-hmm.
may take me having to sell. I don't think you'd have to sell yourself because he already knows what you're all about, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's just like,
Yeah, and he's been really supportive from the jump. Like he gave me my first
hey,
opportunity to be
right,
professionally a tarot reader, not just online, you know what I mean, in person. So,
absolutely.
side note, when we were
Okay.
talking about releasing the demon, I totally pictured that scene from, was it Scary?
Scary movie too.
Yeah.
Please, Lord, help me to release this demon.
The flies are just
Okay,
surrounding. Anyways, go ahead.
you have guidance from Athena today.
Oh.
Wise decision. Okay, you need to understand something about Athena. Okay,
Mhm.
is that she is the goddess of war. Okay, but not the way that Mars is the god of war, right? The way that Aries is the god of war. Because as opposed to action, and I know we were talking about action and stuff like that, opposed to the action of violence and passion, which is involved in war, she is strategic, she is smart, she is wise. The owl is her, like her symbol, right? She's symbolized by the owl who is wise. So she is methodical in her thinking. So she's giving you that guidance. Just like you can be feminine, you can be a goddess and still have that decision making energy about you. She
Mhm.
was said to have been born from Zeus himself. She popped from his head.
Oh,
Fully formed woman. Yes. Yes. I know he created her without a god's
it's
angered.
red.
I know. This one, not that one. The top one. The one with the brave.
Got it. Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Like, was he birthed?
Get it says get clarity, seek guidance from trustworthy sources. Okay, she's a goddess of wisdom, education, and independent thought. She's also the goddess of war and specifically strategy when it comes to strategy. And I'm like,
This is
you
strategic.
know, this is strategic, exactly. A fruitful path in education, study, research, or teaching is opening up. If you have important exams, assignments, or project deadlines, ask Athena to help you focus. It also says to learn a new craft or trade. But I think for you, definitely it has more to do with like, okay, we're going to have this experience now. We're going to put ourselves in this place and we are going to have this experience and we are going to be strategic about it.
Mhm.
Let's see. Yeah, wartime protectors to the Greeks, Athena offered counsel and strategy rather than engaging in battle. The goddess of practicality, she guides objective thinking and decision making. Combination of intellect and imagination provides creative solutions and a clear way forward. Athena's symbols are snakes, owls, and olive trees. So,
Mm.
I know.
Just so you know,
Okay,
4 minutes and 4 seconds until this
is
Zoom
over.
loads. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I'm trying not to
Go,
take up
go,
too much
go.
time. um, it says right here, you're languishing in confusion and inaction. Self-doubt is weakening your energy field, yet Athena is here to help you act with decisiveness and purpose. But it says right here, her sword of clarity, she says, allow the energy from my sword to clear away unnecessary information or anything that's clouding your ability to think practically and wisely. So overall, just a sense of be practical, you know what I mean? You get practical
Mhm.
magic, baby. You can be
Mhm.
practical and magical. Absolutely. Um,
I
but
love it.
that's the one that I'm gonna read
Think
for
with your
you. I
big
love that one too. Yeah.
think with your big head.
Think with the big head. Yes. Think with your big girl head. There you
With my big girl head.
go.
I'm like, it's pretty sizable.
Yeah. I hope that helps me, dear.
It does, dude. It's really reassuring because, yeah, I did start off with the whole idea of just like, am I taking energy away from what it is that I've been building? Am I going in a
Right,
different direction? Am I betraying what I'm doing? All that kind of shit. Um,
right.
but I talked to Cody about it last night and I had the whole conversation of like, I'm asking for support, not permission. And we like, he's a lot he's the logical thinker in this in this combination
Mm-hmm.
relationship, and so he was able to word it a lot better than I was at the time, but like we're on the same page moving forward, and he
That's
said a
good.
lot of the things that you said in this reading too, so confirmation and reassurance. Bing.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
2 thumbs way up.
Two thumbs really up.
Okay, so that's it for this episode. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for everything.
Oh, thank you for the reading.
Yeah, of
I love
course.
you. Thank you for
Love
everything,
you.
dear.
I don't know
Thanks
what the
again for
next episode's
listening.
gonna be, but we'll figure it out. And also I'm gonna be putting this on my JessieRetro YouTube channel. So hopefully that'll bring in more traffic too. If y'all see it, you like it, you can see Maria's beautiful face now. But I love you, honey. I love you.
I love you, honey. I love
Okay.
you.
So
Okay.
we'll see you on the
Bye.
next one. Happy
Love
Hope
you
today.
guys. Yeah. Bye.
All right, love you,
Oh,
Beach.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.